Alright. Ace attorney. Oh man, what's gonna... Okay, what? Every single time I started saying like, oh man, I was supposed to do this. It's like I always realize like at the last moment. Every single time. I have a bunch of tabs open again. I was supposed to install a bunch of these games, I guess. Like the... Yeah, also. Every time I play also, I play like for one day and then I don't come back. Even though it's actually pretty cool. Also it's cool. Anyways, Ace Attorney. I really want to play something like Zero Escape or Danganronpa. Zero Escape should be soon, honestly. I should actually download those games, and of course a grape is gonna fall. Lovely. Oh, that's quite splendid. Shall I even eat it? So if it fell on the floor, the... Oh no, man. I feel intoxicated. I'm starting right away this time, which is so weird. When I watch people, I say, okay, I'm gonna start the stream right away. Because she always does that, she always starts right away. What a loser. Imagine starting the stream right away, like, I don't know, is this her first time streaming? I don't know, that's so cringe, dude. Why does she do that?
It's sweetie! You have to believe me! I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene! So then... where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, he was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly! Told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like. I think I previously said this was my favorite case, but I feel like I only said that because of Mo. Like, I think we are already past the part that was actually my favorite, and everything else is just like regular Ace Attorney. So I don't know. It's been like lingering on my mind. Like, wait, should I be excited about this? No. Yeah, we are already past the part that I was supposed to be excited about, unless they bring Mo back. Okay. I think we're already past Mo, but hey, maybe we're gonna see Mo again. That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie! I just remembered! I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Oh, interesting.
Fabulous! That's fabulously possibility! Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found on the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did it go?
Double.
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool.
Fabulous. This message just keeps getting deeper. The whole peasant stuff? That's why you're saying fabulous? I don't know.
Quite fabulous indeed.
Yeah, next part of the court case. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Bonkarma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Cars please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Yeah, poor guy. Why did you have to be like that? Look at this little carrot.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
I didn't hear that. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, you caught me so off guard. Like I kind of ready, but then okay, I can't. Whatever.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
I'm sorry.
I have no idea what the freaking voice was for this guy.
Just not used to being in court. I've remember being in a courtroom before, in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Man, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this one? I've just met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Potts. Oh, who's that doing? What a couple of girls we were up to no good to start making. Your name? Lawrence Course, original funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed a scene at around 10:15 p.m.
The day of the murder. Don't. These people are haters. Don't listen to them. Okay, those jokes were actually good. That was my real laugh, by the way. I actually laugh like that. So yeah, no jokes here. I am serious. Okay.
Correct. Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
I pierced and an Rastafarian walking to this.
We do the humor, please. Okay.
Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogy self in court.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to tone it down. I don't want to get with the case, okay? I don't want to know what's happening here, okay?
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what they say, all I get to do is a vacant stare and polite applause.
What does this have to do with the case? And also, dude, they are haters. Don't listen to them.
Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I have taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. I'm in my predicament. I am a clown who can make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I've been trying to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? What am I doing?
That has nothing to do with the case. I know, Judge. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please, stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make certain one of my staff will be your state man later. Thank you! Thank you! I can't wait!
Poor Gonshu. I'm happy for the clown at least. He's getting some help with the jokes now. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with a testimony?
Of course we can! I'll take for as long as you want!
Now I'm gonna drink water. Oh yeah? Oh, you were pooped. That's funny. I don't believe you. You saw a silhouette. You saw a silhouette. With what did they get attacked with? How can you know he got clunked in the head if we still don't know what the murder weapon was? No, George, shut up! You are talking to Mr. Bright, apprentice of Mia Fame, which was also the apprentice of Cuthbert, Colbert, whatever the name is, Colbert, Fat Boy. So like, what do you expect? Anything will be criticized. What do you mean off kilter? How? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That was because of my sincere smile.
Mr. Bright, let's begin a defenseless cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you are going to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that. Mr. Bright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointer saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor.
If you cast this gun... If you cast this gun to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? Another one with the corny jokes. I'm gonna save.
The night of the murder, after Perseus was done, I went straight back to my room.
You do say that practice wrap up around 10 PM, correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
I think I'm supposed to make a joke about 10 PM.
Shut up!
Now 8 o'clock? That's something a clown can live off of. The stupid thing was
In the fuck? You know what? Fine. It's hard to say no to him, okay?
so everything was 8 o'clock, that we can make a great joke.
Alright, 8 o'clock then.
But you know you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor and the doctor asks, who is number 1? The man says every day at 6. The doctor says, the man says every day at 7, then what's the matter? It's tonight.
Witness!
These are exactly the type of jokes you should say for the detective.
Ah!
You knew what would happen. You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that.
Mr. Bright, you are hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. It's funny how in more ways than one. Okay. I see. No joking. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo?
What do you mean let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick. Just listen to his joke. Even I'm sorry. I'm from I'm from an alternate timeline. I know that's bad for us. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? We're so boring. Okay, Maya, if it was you, do you want to get whipped, Maya? You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Oh yeah, you're gonna make a poop joke? Yeah, you're gonna make a poop joke. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you're gonna make a poop joke. Yeah, you're gonna make a poop joke. You're pooped at night. Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese double? Enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that? That's to say happens. That one was cool, huh? Here the kids really love toilet humor these days. No, that one sucked ass. The joke was so hip, I don't want to ring it with a reply. Why me? No! Come on! Alright, whatever. You know what, that's not even worth the joke. Good thing I am D9141. I thought I was still to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. The war is window. The war. I just out the war. Okay, what do you see? You just happen to glance out of the window? Yeah, that's very suspicious, right? I will say that. You guys will say a big star glimpse peep eyeball. Mr. Course! Oh, I guess you don't need something allowed either. Yeah, it was not even funny. Should I do? If I should pressing further to this issue. Keep pressing, okay? That's relevant. Yeah, exactly. Why did you look out of your window that night? Why did you do that? What the heck? Why did you freaking do that? Why? Why? Those need a reason to look out the windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. What? Once I got tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Oh, it sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah! I forgot about that! You forgot! Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right! I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what you said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Course, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I can't speak. Okay. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the sound like? Oh man. Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say... Mr. Curse, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Man, this guy is on his shoulder and he's breathing down his neck. Oh, you know that I was gonna make a joke! I guess that sounded like a... It sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw? So I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though.
You didn't see them actually do it. You didn't see any silhouette do that. You only heard someone do it. By the time you looked, it already happened. Nice adoption. Far away, you say? If you have to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, I then look about in big. It looks like they were about 30 feet from my window. It's about 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and it cut down on visibility.
It was not snowing. I see. Let's continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. And okay, how do you know who they were if it was snowing so bad? Two things not add up. One thing, you didn't see it happen because you heard the sound first. Second, you couldn't see that it was the ringmaster and Max if it was snowing, but it was not actually snowing, even though you say it was snowing. Maybe there's a reason you think it was snowing, but no, it was not snowing. So because it was not snowing, I don't think you actually know what you're talking about. You would have known that it was not snowing. Why do you add that it was snowing? Anyways, let's see where this goes.
It was the ringmaster, and it was with Max, who was running his cloak.
You don't say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away, and with the snow preventing your sight.
That's right. I've been thinking about it over in an office since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Moncama.
Moncama.
Well, now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could it be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Not just nowadays. Do we have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. So we gon' come out. See what I mean? It's always like this. Girl never wants to go along with me.
I mean, it's because of the last guy. If you were the first witness who did this thing, we'd be like, yeah, let's freaking go.
Usually be utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
Oh man, poor guy.
No, sir! Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please specify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max knocked the ringmaster over the head.
That really just doesn't make sense. I wonder if I can use my evidence at some point. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. How do you see the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. Was there wasn't further crime scene at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't! That's a weapon!
Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner.
Oh my god, my throat. It's the asthma, dude. It's gonna go away. Do time, it goes away. Let me just take my pills. No, I'm gonna take them later.
You only have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Whoa. But I'm not gonna turn back now. Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Bright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do! I've got a great reason to make my claim right now. Come on, let me speak.
I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason, right?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Bright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. Exactly! He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max called the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
He was in the prison by a...
Mr. Curse! How do you respond to Mr. Bright's assessment?
I didn't commit. This girl probably escaped from a maximum security clunker.
Mr. Curse, are you reciting the sitting thing to anger this court?
No. I'm just telling for time while I jog my memory.
Good job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
you're back from your job.
Well, pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow.
Exactly!
The security had me filling the gaps of my statement.
Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clone the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Exactly as I predicted, okay? I am way too good at this. I am literally the Phoenix Bright of Brights, okay? I am bright right now. I am actually bright. You can say I'm not bright, okay? You can say I'm not bright or bright. I am both bright and I am bright.
When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep. He was on a permanent vacation, as I say.
That's a messed up joke. Mr. Curse!
Your Honor.
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone sitting right next to him.
Very well, the police satisfied to this what you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
That's messed up. It's gonna go to the jail for taking jokes in court. Poor guy, dude. He's already chilling down. Damn, man.
Once I made the final way, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols.
Okay, tell me about the symbols. Did you see all of them?
His silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His girl was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It was seeming as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this shouldn't finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Bright, commence your cross-examination. The silhouette.
Once we found a way, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max.
Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with the whole explicit you're being? The shadow belongs to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
Just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? Not the kind of person who lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it. This is since I saw his uppity symbols. Okay, you tell me what the symbols are, okay? Only for you. Those are the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, must have been Max. You're sure of that? You saw a silhouette. Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Calling me silly? What do you mean? You didn't see anybody's face, you saw a silhouette. His sick hat, the black cloak, they were all there. That's not black. That's purple. What do you mean black? You are certain it's what you saw that night? Exactly what I say is exactly what I saw. And how could my eyes like a hawk? Don't bears have terrible night vision. But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. How? You were able to see the kind of detail from your window. There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight would have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mom, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hound out of my left eye, an eagle out of my right eye. Records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Okay. It seems like my second. Whatever. I know what I have to do already. This guy was running in the wing, so I couldn't really see what it was carrying. You think it was carrying something? So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I have been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. It's a box, probably. The claim was a blunt object, as it says so in that autopsy report. Because was a box like that doing just in the middle of nowhere? It was a box somehow. I'm not sure about the disco with this. A black cloak, you say. Why do you say was black? Thank you for making it work. You say you saw... I mean, was the cloak, the cloak, the silk hat, and the roses. Okay. So that's another thing. They didn't mention the roses, but does that matter? I mean, you saw a silhouette. How are you gonna see the roses? You're supposed to see the cloak and the hat, but then you just specified the cloak was a black one. You said you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximum Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Hey, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, and white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? If somebody saw, then you saw the symbols. Just forgot to mention one. Is it that right, Mom?
of people! Silence, fool! Try to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order! Order! Mo! You didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see the kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant... Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Bright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Well, of course it is! What the heck do you mean? Of course it will be! Why would he take off the roses? Clearly not. It's just tying with his skirt. It was a black coat too! Why is it black? I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, you are called Tiro's testimony. Can't you make a mistake somewhere in those symbols? These ridiculous symbols. How can you miss someone with that crazy kingdom and his nose get stuck up so high? How could you miss someone wearing such a stomach trippy get up? Tiro saw them all! Tiro saw all three of Max's symbols! However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction! And Moe is just like with his thumbs up. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to decide regarding pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses! Think about this other testimony. The witness stated without a doubt that it's so Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Since that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh, this is gonna be easy. What the heck are you gonna tell me? Dude, there's nothing you can tell me right now that's not gonna change this, okay? This has been determined that it wasn't Max by this point with these facts, okay? I don't care what the word of this game says or what the judge says, okay? Max is innocent. I will defend the bid of if it's the last thing it takes me, okay? There's nothing in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the stick hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Bright, you have got one last chance at this. Just one chance? We'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against a witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Cross's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. You got a single shot at this. But to be careful. Are you serious? Can't I like still press the witness or something like that? It sounds like I can't. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Let's go. You know what? I'm not gonna press on everything. I'm just gonna read this. No white roses. The entire time, you say? Let me press you on that. Oh, I mean, then you just... I have to present the evidence. Mo, be honest. Ah! Yes, sir. Yeah, I get it. It's fine. I already know what to do.
Easy. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yup, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind.
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Bright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. Crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No! That's not true!
Order! 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 Mr. Curse!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and sell my eyesight to my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean only, and no matter how I get, I must be younger than you.
Enough of this childish outburst, Mr. Curse. Who do you think you are? It's gonna become a joke.
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his Tom Silk hat and telling the truth. Staring at that pretty little kid.
Man, with that voice, I can't go female they just right away. I can't do it like that. Hold on, turn this on. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Left the scene wearing that Tom Silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I have been mulling over for a while now. Mo.
What do you want?
You said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? Because we don't see the footsteps of the criminal here.
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Finisbrand is fighting the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of false. Miss Von Karma protest is useless. You got the point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. It's gonna become a joke, and that poor guy. Is that alright with you, little guys?
Don't talk to me like that. I'm a little baby. Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby.
Wow.
Besides, my kind of a stupid question is, how did they leave the crime scene? This answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you are going with this. We don't have that footprints. But you're someone that's sure to love to harp on the smallest things. This is everything. You have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Oh, it's so freaking easy. Look at the freaking footprints.
Boom. Boom. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, you can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there! So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor! This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time! You wait a second! I think you have said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways! I gave you the real deal this time! I swear! I don't know why. I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
poor guy is actually losing it. That's like the biggest crash out in this game. If you are voicing this guy, here's the thing. When I was playing this game, I never even crossed my mind that it was crashing out. No, I am reading it right now. This guy is freaking crashing out. This guy got whipped by Bon Karma and it said he didn't feel anything. This guy listened to Evanescence and this guy listened to Evanescence and it's also Joker before Joker became a thing. It's Joker before the Joaquin Phoenix movie, okay? It's the original Joker. This is actually the inspiration for the movie. And if you don't believe me, dude, read the book. Anyways, Mr. Lawrence Course.
Yes!
The testimony you have provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I've been lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused and a bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Bon Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! Order! I will have order! Francisca Bon Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinions I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curse.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic dribble.
The truth. Something about this is real. Something about this has to be real.
Now it's time for our next segment, Monos!
Ma'am.
What I have said up until now has been the truth. When I look out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw a...
No way!
This is the truth now! Get ready for it! It flew! It jumped and flew through the air! It flew right off and disappeared into the darkness! That's what you remember of footprints! Blind people don't leave footprints!
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now? I like how I can't blame you for this. I would have the same reaction after hearing that if I was Bon Karma. That's anyway, it's just so done with this and just like, hey, I'm done. Well, that was how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You are right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Bright? Okay, let's see. If we can establish that you saw the body slump over, and you even saw the silhouette, you can tell for sure, you're so convinced that you have the clothing, then you definitely looked out the window. Then that means you were there to see something. If his eyes were playing tricks, it would not be his fault. It would be some kind of illusion. This is a dream, right? I guess he's telling the truth. That's what I'm gonna say. He's telling the truth. It's so funny. This one's so funny, man. Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this hasn't been some kind of Kafkaesque dream.
Ah! Now do you think it's still a dream? Huh, Mr. Phoenix Bright?
Don't end it. Don't end it. Doesn't matter what I say. What did you say was so strange? I don't think we have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means the mask could actually use magic!
Yikes, you're right. No, we're not gonna go through the approach. Ow. Oh, ow! Only a foolish looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's through a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I don't think it's magic, but there's some kind of thing going on over here. Okay, like damn, man. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this murder. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I do love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Monkarma's case is sound. However, I've got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of the mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Bye bye to your perfect court record, Karma. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's make the cup bigger, okay? I'm giving you a keeping. I'm not gonna say that. Hey, sweeties! What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this. We didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. Come from whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless when you're on stage.
It's not that simple. I was actually flying on stage. There's invisible wires and have to hoist me through the air.
Wow. You're showing the secret to your magic.
No! I read the first rule! The Canada rule! The only rule! I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal a secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
What we can do now is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker!
What kind of evidence are we gonna find, honestly? Like, I have no idea, dude. December 29, 3:03 p.m. Brighton call all offices.
Nick.
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks? What time is it? I see.
Yep, magicians are by their very definition tricks, right? I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. That way so you can guess a trick.
But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pero is it a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
I see. Looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just disappeared. She come off it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kinda like this?
What? How did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm not good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright. I'll be back in like 2 hours. Or 3 hours. It's just asthma. I want to take pills. Whenever I drink water, I start burping more and whatever. Especially like when I play this. Maybe I play Demon X Machina. I'm gonna work on my program, and if I have more time, I'm gonna play Demon X Machina. Then if the 3 hours passes, I'm gonna play Saturn. Okay. But I'm gonna work on my program right now. Yeah. Ruanti formerly Mind Test. Oh, they changed the name of Mind Test. Yeah, I remember Mind Test. Mind Test was cool, but I guess it makes sense because Mind Test kind of sounds like, you know, it's like a test. I never really thought of that. I just saw, oh, Mind Test, but then I don't know, without thinking, oh, test. Anyways, yeah.